this particular horse today, as we were working on him, I took off, or he didn't have a lot of foot to begin with. He didn't have any shoes on, so I took off very minimal amount. I wanted a hot fit, but again, he wasn't real long, so I fit the shoe a little bit further forward, kind of to compensate for what his foot didn't have. Recognizing that as you're fitting the shoe, as you're making the shoe first, and then as you're fitting it, and then after you get done, in order to finish it up and kind of put a better finish or polish on it, I use some adhere, some VetTech adhere, and put the around the edges where the shoe was a little bit fuller or where the foot was busted out, in order to protect that, also to make a nicer job. If the horse is going to go to a show, in this case that wasn't the case, but I just wanted to be able to show or demonstrate a lot of times that I'll do that I'll fill in the holes. And this one didn't have a lot, had a little bit less on the right versus the left, where the left was a little bit more broken out. And so then once I apply the adhere, then I'll wrap it with some saran wrap or some packaged film there, or cling film, where you're able to wrap it up and it kind of molds or shapes it to the foot. And then I usually wait several minutes before I take off the wrap. And it's really important. Usually I will make sure there's no more heat. I can't feel any more heat on the glue. And then I'll cut the plastic off, and then I'm able to do it. But if you cut it off too early, it'll be sticky and it won't, it'll come off, or it'll actually pull some of the adhere off with it. So it's really important that you wait. It's also important to use a heat gun in order to be able to make sure that the temperature is the same for that, as well as the temperature of the in the tube, so it comes out right and it bonds well, and also that you have it thick enough. If it doesn't, then it won't stick quite right, and I've had a problem with that. And so I recognize, again from experience, of what works and what doesn't, but as I wrap that up, it polishes it up, it makes it look nice, so I don't even have to rasp the foot when I'm all done. The other thing that a lot of times I'll do is I'll put a little bit of adhere in the back part of the foot. If I'm worried about the shoe being pulled off, might put a little bit of Play-Doh or hoof packing underneath the bar, in order to be able to protect it from going forward, where it just stays on the bar, and I've had real good success with that. It is flexible enough that it moves, but it doesn't contract the foot too much. But at each individual case, in this case I didn't do that, but if I was worried about the horse pulling off a shoe, I might actually put a little bit in the back part of the bar. But usually it's a great tool, great resource to be able to use in combination with what's done with the nails, in order to be able to help hold the shoe on.